Now let's move on to the next speaker, the next presentation by Professor Zhazira Agabekova. She's assistant professor of Nazarabayev University, candidate of philological sciences. Her scientific area is Turkic studies, linguistics, onomatics, gender studies. Currently, Zhazira is focused on gender issues in onomatics. She's a member of the Onomastic Commission under the government of the Republic of Kazakhstan. And the title of her presentation today is The Concept of UL, Son, Child, in Kazakh Anthroponomy. Please welcome Zhazira.
Thank you so much. Dear conference participants, my name is Zhazira. In Kazakh language, I am an assistant professor at Nazarabayev University in Kazakhstan, in Astana. I extend my sincere wishes for the success of this conference. It is with great pleasure that I partake in this gathering. My topic names, it is about ul in pronunciation in Kazakh. It is ul, mean boy, and in the Turkic family, the boy has a special place. The boy is the one who will continue the generation. Only the names of the sons, boys, are recorded in the family genealogies. If only girls are born in the family, then the offspring of that person will stop. Therefore, if there are 3 or 4 girls in a row born in the family, there is a tradition to name the boy, hoping that the next child will be a boy. Unfortunately, this tradition continues to these days. For example, Ulzhalgas, what is this? Ulzhalgas, to be continue a boy. Ultusyn, it is a mean boy, to be born the boy. Uldana, boy, to be next. Ulbosyn, it is mean to be boy. Ulbike, it is a lady, and the it is boy. Kızdı koy, mean to stop girl. Jungle, to mistake. Another phenomenon in the anthropology, it is masculine direction of personal names derived from male family members, names Agabek. For example, Aga, it is here, beg and by are suffixes that form the creation of anthroponyms. Aga mean brother, Ata grandfather, Nagash maternal uncle, Jian nephew, Ene little brother, Cookie big brother. These names are no names associated with sister, grandmother, and aunt. Currently, there are 2 main opposing opinions related to this tradition. Some argue that it's wrong to call girls by that name, while others continue this tradition, which is still very important. The main purpose of the research article is to explore different points of view on this issue, provide data on its causes, history, and occurrences, and to understand why there are so many names in the country, starting with the root boy, to get acquainted with the experience and fate of girls with such unusual names, and to determine the place of this superstition in modern society. There is a hypothesis that naming girls starting with boy inextricably linked to the important role of men in the Kazakh nationality. Unfortunately, there are very few scientific resources in this subject. Many articles related to this area scientifically popular. The authors are often unknown and have little statistical data. 5 years ago, the United Nations raised this issue, and at the initiative of the United Nations, first time conducted statistical data in Kazakhstan. The documentary Ulbosyn, Let There Be a Girl, presented to us by the United Nations Population Fund in 2019 says there are 75,400 women in Kazakhstan with the name Ulbosyn or a similar name. 249 meanings of the names that wish for a boy. 53% Ulmeke, Ulzhalgas, Ulbike, Qiztog'ay, and the means to be a boy. Names with the roots boy or similar meanings are prevalent in the southern Kazakh regions. Fortunately, this trend began to decline. For example, from 1990 to 2019, 30,083. From 2010 to 2019, 12,064. However, this number is not small yet. According to the statistical population register database, it turned out that the number of girls born in the period from 95 and to 2019 with names starting with the root ul, boy, as well as names with similar meanings, was 25,040. The most significant number of girls who received special names was born in the 60 people, then the descended order. It turned out that the most significant distribution of names beginning with the root ul, as well as names with similar meanings, among females in the southern region, Almaty, Jambal, Kızılorda, and the Turkestan regions, and the cities of Shymkent in Almaty, which in total is 69.9%, or more than 2/3 of all the females with corresponding names in the country. And the lowest prevalence of appropriate names of observed among women in the northeast region is Kazakhstan, Astana, and the North Kazakhstan regions, 5-7% only. One of the reasons for the giving such names in the southern regions is the frequent resettlement of Kazakhs. And in terms of the number of children, the southern regions are also at the front line. In the western regions, where Kazakh traditions are strongly followed, this number is not very high. Currently, Research is being conducted of these reasons for this. As you know, the northern regions are in the last place, both in terms of the population and the number of Kazakhs living there. In most cases, girls born fourth, fifth of after were named with the above names. As the analyzing of statistical data over the past 10 years shows, only slightly more than half of these cases led to the birth of the next sons. Of the total numbers of those born following daughters with special names, only 1923 children were born within 2 years. The belief may not always be accurate, and it is often said that a name that begins with ul, boy, harms a person's psychology at a young age. In this regard, we can pay attention to the interviews from the mass media. First person, he is Ulbosyn, her name's. I am a fourth girl in the family. In fact, that is why they named her Ulbosyn, to be a boy. I am glad for the fact that after me, a boy was born. Now my brother is 80 years old. If this somehow works, then why not name a child in this way? This name did not affect my upbringing in any way. I was not raised as a boy. I think this name doesn't even suit me because I don't have any boyish habits at all. At first, as a child, it is a second person. At first, second person. The child, I did little. At first, a child, I have no second. At first, as a child, I didn't like it. Her name is Ulmeken. It didn't offend me, but I didn't like it. Thank God my classmates did not mock me name. Ulbosyn, so Ulbosyn, Ulmeken. Also, there was a period when a neighbor boy mocked me and called me Kızbolsın, to be a girl. I had to complain to my mother so that she would scold him. He then came up and said, "No, you have a beautiful name, so however, this bullying made me realize the sense of my name, and I began to dislike it. Only after I believed that it contributed to the birth of a boy, accept and loved my name. But I would not call my daughter that way. I still do not like names that begin with ul, boy and son. There are many beautiful female names in the world." Third person, I have an older brother and 3 older sisters. She has a brother, and 3 older sisters. I am the youngest in the family. It seems to me that my name has greatly influenced my personality. Since childhood, I have behaved like a boy, and I have never been interested in dolls or other things that girls unusually like. I mostly used to have male friends. I have never been tender. I am only now getting used to this, and now I am not attracted to men, even if it sounds fatuous. I believe this is how my name affects me. As a child, I did not like it. No, I don't really like it either. I just got used to it. I used to think up the female names for myself. And when I received my identification card, I almost had changed it, but for some reason, I changed my mind at the last moment. Let's continue this opinion. When researching in the antonym of the name Ulbosyn, which is Kızbolsın, to be a girl, we notice that such a name is very rare. Interestingly, the name was given only to the girl, not to the man. It means that there is a motivation in naming which is the opposite intention. For example, just a very beautiful child is given. The name is Yelemes, not be noticed. Yeliuses, not to be noticed, mean, and the Jaman by the bad person with the intention of others not jinxing the baby. So many girls are born and named as Kızbolsın, to be a girl. And the motivation here is to give birth to a boy next time, not girls. Currently, city young people which lives in city attach special importance to the names of their children, and they themselves have started naming their children. They approach the future of the child and the gender inequality in society with great responsibility, opposing negative names. Some young people change their names when they turn 16. However, this process is slowly. Nevertheless, various bodies and young organizations advocating for children's rights organize action related to these issues. A joyful event was the participation of the organization Union of Fathers of Kazakhstan in this action. Conclusion: we research this topic of research will be continue, and our statistics. I think our statistics will be slowly increased. Thank you.
Hi, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we can see that this is also a very interesting and very inspiring research. I think that our audience may have a lot of questions, right? Okay, there's a question in the chat box from Evangeline Novak. What is morpheme for a girl?
Morpheme for a girl, it is gul, it is flower, and the first, and a lot of names of the girl, and the very not strongly. For example, girl, and beautiful, and nice, sunshine. But the boys and the by and the back, rich and strong, it is mean by and the back.
Okay, thank you. If you have any question, just unmute yourself. Okay.
Thank you so much. I want your feedback. If you want, I have my email in this conference here. And because I want to compare in other country and into other nationality in these topics.
Okay, because we still have about 5 minutes, I will explain a little bit about the riddles in Chinese, okay? If you have interest. We can see that the first riddle is everyone laughs at you. And the answer is qi qi har, because in Chinese, it means qi means together. Ha means laugh, means you. So everyone laughs at you, right? However, the second might be a little bit difficult. 刘关张接义遗址. It means the site where Liu, Guan, and Zhang be brothers. Okay, the answer is Taoyuan. This might be a little bit strange to you because Taoyuan means peach garden. Why? Because the three people became brothers in that place in Taoyuan. Okay. You need to know the Chinese history behind this name. Okay.
Yeah,
Ningbo, it
thank
means
you.
peaceful sailing, right? Or if you have any question, if you have question, okay, you can take your time. Okay. Olga, yes. Unmute yourself, please. Yeah.
But I wonder, do you have in China, in the country with such a rich history and so peculiar traditions, so do you have riddles about cities?
Yes, sure. These are city names.
These are city names, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Qiqihara is a city name, right? And Taoyuan is also a city name in Taiwan, China. And Ningbo, another city name. These are all city names, right?
I see.
Yeah, because each Chinese character has a certain meaning. So when they are combined together, they form different meanings, different senses.
But at random, if we compare the traditional Chinese riddles about, I don't know, the sky, the sea, the sun, the dragon, and the green dragon. So, and riddles about cities. Do you think that the riddles about cities appear later in comparison with the riddles about green dragon?
Green dragon.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it.
About animals, about riddles about animals.
Animals.
Yeah.
There might be some riddles like that. If I find some, I will write to you, I think. Or if you have any question about academic research on Chinese names, city names, okay, you can write it to me.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You're welcome. Yes, okay. From Sarah Beno, there is a question. Zhazira, thanks for the interesting talk. I'd love to see further research interviewing the parents about the name choices. Do you have any response?
Yeah, very interesting this comment for me, and we will do this. Thank you so much. This new generation, current generation, will be changed. Maybe this our tradition.
Okay, thank you. There is another comment by Annie Anderson. Anderson, the three presentations seem to speak to a common human characteristic, that is, the tendency to play with language to various ends. So, do you have any response, the three presenters?
This is the question. What is the meaning of Ulmeken and the Ulzhalgas? Ul, it is boy, Meken, it is place. And the second, Ulzhalgas, to be continue a boy. And the next child to be and a boy.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you for your participation and the questions and answers and your research and everything you have done, okay, for the meeting.